All right, let's jump right in. Have you ever stopped to ask yourself if you're really in the driver's seat of your own life? Or does it sometimes feel like you're just a passenger along for the ride? Today, we're diving into a really powerful idea from the book Master Your Destiny. And it's all about how you can stop being a side character and start being the hero of your own story.
I just love this quote from Eddie Murphy because it perfectly sets the stage for what we're talking about. We're all sculptors. We're not just passively living, we're actively shaping our lives. Every single choice, every action, it's like a chip of the hammer, creating this masterpiece. So the real question is, are you sculpting on purpose?
You see, whether we realize it or not, our lives are being directed by this unseen script, a story. And this story is basically the sum of all our beliefs about who we are, what the world is like, and what we think is even possible for us. It's kind of like the director of our own personal movie, whispering lines to us from just off screen.
So let's break that down a little. A coherent web of beliefs. This isn't just one random thought here or there. Oh no. It's an entire interconnected system, a mental model that we use to make sense of, well, everything. It's the filter through which we see our entire reality.
And that brings us to the most important question of all. Is that story, that filter, actually working for you? Is it helping you spot opportunities, or is it making you blind to them? Is your personal story empowering you to build that masterpiece of a life, or is it a story about limitations that's just keeping you stuck? The results you're getting in your life right now, that's your answer. So if our story is what drives our results, what happens when that story is, well, wrong? This leads us to a really mind-blowing idea. The story you tell yourself, the one that feels so incredibly real, it's actually fiction.
We all like to think that we're objective, right? That we see the world exactly as it is. But the truth is, we don't. Our perception isn't some crystal clear window to the world. It's a filter. And our story isn't a documentary. It's more like a heavily edited movie, often with a lot of creative liberties taken.
And here are just a few of the ways we distort that reality. I mean, think about it. Who here hasn't taken a tiny mistake and blown it up into a huge catastrophe, or made a wild assumption based on, like, one weird email? These aren't facts, they're distortions. And they're all the proof we need that our story is more of a creative writing project than a historical document.
And you know, these distortions usually fall into a few common patterns. See if any of these sound familiar. You've got the victim, who feels like life is something that just happens to them. There's the fear-based story, where every new thing looks like a threat. And of course, the all-time classic, the I'm not good enough story. Just recognizing which story you've been telling yourself is a huge first step to rewriting it.
This quote from William James, this is where everything shifts. We've talked about the problem, these fictional, disempowering stories we tell ourselves. But now we get to the solution, the incredible, world-changing discovery that if we change our inner world, we can literally change our outer world.
All right, this brings us to the really fun part, becoming the author of your own life. It's time to stop just reading the script you were handed and to start writing a brand new one, starring a new, more powerful hero, you. The book calls this creating your avatar, and it's exactly what it sounds like. Think about it like you're designing a character in a video game. This is the ideal you. What are their greatest strengths? What do they believe about the world? What incredible quest are they on? You get to decide all of it.
Just look at the difference here. We're talking about a total upgrade. Moving from being a victim to being a creator. From a life based on fear to one based on love. From seeing lack and scarcity everywhere to focusing on abundance. It's a complete shift from just reacting to whatever life throws at you to proactively creating the life you want. So, what do you need to build this awesome new story? Well, it starts with empowering beliefs to replace those old limiting ones. You need an inspiring vision, something that pulls you forward. You need strong core values to act as your compass. And you absolutely need two key skills: effective reframing, which lets you turn problems into opportunities, and healthy self-compassion. Because let's be real, this journey isn't always going to be easy.
And listen, if that last slide felt like a lot, just remember this. It all starts with one. Just one simple shift. Changing a belief from I could never do that to, what if I could? That single change, that can kickstart a whole new story.
But a great story is totally useless if it just stays on the page, right? You have to actually live it. So in this final part, let's talk about how to take your new script and make it your everyday reality.
And this, right here, is where the rubber meets the road. It's not enough to just think about being this amazing, proactive hero. You have to actually start acting like it.
integrating these new beliefs into what you do every single day. The idea is nice, but the practice is what truly changes your life.
So here's a super practical tool you can use like right now. Take a limiting belief you have, maybe something like, I'm terrible at public speaking. Got it? Okay. Now ask yourself, is that absolutely 100% true? Has there never been a single time you spoke well to anyone? Is it true in every possible situation? Pretty quickly, you'll see that belief isn't nearly as solid as you thought it was.
So once you start poking holes in that old belief, you have to build a new one. And you do that through repetition. This isn't just fluffy self-help stuff. It's actual neuroscience. You've probably heard the phrase, neurons that fire together, wire together. By repeating new thoughts and taking new actions over and over, you are literally rewiring your brain to support your new story.
This chart just nails it. The real engine behind all this change is your daily habits. It's not about making some massive, heroic effort once and then burning out. No way. It's about the small, consistent things you do every single day. That's where the magic is. That's what creates real, lasting, exponential change.
I mean, who knew this better than Muhammad Ali? He didn't just kind of hope he was the greatest. He told himself he was the greatest over and over and over until it became a deep, unshakable conviction. And then things started to happen. That's the power of repetition. You are literally programming yourself for a new reality.
And get this! Here's another amazing tool for that programming, visualization. The science on this is so cool. It shows that when you vividly imagine doing something, your brain lights up in almost the exact same way as if you were actually doing it. So you can rehearse that big presentation or that tough conversation and basically prepare your mind and your body to succeed before you even step into the room.
So, we'll end with this one simple thought. Every single day, a new page in the story of your life gets written. That's a fact. That's happening whether you like it or not. The only question is, are you the one holding the pen?